Good afternoon, people. Watch Woman 65, Lisa Boyce here. I have two stories. I don't know whether you've heard this or not, but for the first time in history, the price of U.S. crude oil hits zero as coronavirus pandemic continues to reset and destroy the global economy. Now, I'm going to read this. This is off of Now the End Begins. It says here, U.S. crude oil prices dropped more than 100% and turned negative for the first time in history. The stock market right now is plummeting as traders continue to fret over a slump in demand due to coronavirus pandemic. It says here, and this is a pretty good article, actually it's a good article that he wrote. It says, a new day and a new crisis as the coronavirus pandemic shames the U.S. crude oil market into oblivion, turning its value to negative for the first time in history. The coming mere months after the United States has just surpassed Saudi Arabia as the world's largest oil producer exporter. Hey, that's a coincidence that couldn't be a coincidence. This is not a coincidence. Ladies and gentlemen, the rapture is among us. That's all I got to say. Nothing to see here, folks. Just get back into the quarantine. Now, I'm going to read a scripture out of Joel 1, 10, and 11. Listen to the scripture. The field is wasted. The land mourneth. For the corn is wasted. The new wine is dried up. The oil languisheth. Be ye ashamed, O ye husbandmen. Howl, O ye vine dressers, for the wheat and for the barley, because the harvest of the field is perished. That's out of Joel. By the time the global lockdown is lifted, listen very carefully, by the time this lockdown is lifted and we all run back into the streets, don't be surprised what's waiting for you. When you get there, it won't be pretty. The lockdown will continue until everything it was set up to destroy is destroyed. And not a moment sooner. The world's economy runs on two things, crude oil and the American dollar. When the United States magically produced a $2 trillion stimulus, it lifted the curtain on what a fraud the U.S. dollar actually is. So that killed the dollar. Now we're watching the New World Order strategically dismantle the oil market as well. At this rate, the only money that will have any value is, you guessed it, the digital currency. Good thing Microsoft already filed a patent on the implantable device that in order to buy and sell. Cryptocurrency. Now, do you see why the church will not be in any part of the time of Jacob's trouble? Think about it. I'm going to leave the article to this in the description box, but I have something else for you too. And I want you to listen very carefully. I told you this morning, the rapture is about to happen. Well, guess what? Rapture is among us as we speak. Everything is set up. All set up right now as we speak. Now, I'm going to leave this article also in the description box. Deal reached between Benny Gantz and Benjamin Netanyahu to sign a unity agreement. They are now in unity with each other. Against what appeared all odds, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Blue and White Chairman Benny Gantz signed an agreement to form a unity government. Remember the prophet Kadori and his prophecy that there would be two Benjamins in office? There you go. The breakthrough came late today. The agreement brings us close to a political crisis that has lasted a year and a half and has led to an unprecedented 3 consecutive elections in Israel. They did this to stop a 4th election. Netanyahu appears to have won a victory on the matter of Judicial Selections Committee, one of the key striking points. I'm going to leave both of these articles in the description box, but I wanted to come on here and give you this rundown about what's going on. In the meantime, I have other stuff I'm working on too, so I'll be back on later. Thank you.